Hello. There we go. Hi, how's everyone doing? It is a bit of a fancy intro, yes. Yes, so we are finally back with Shadowrun Hong Kong, the extended edition. And unfortunately, our special guest disappeared. Pod Wick! Pod Wick! I'm going to try to get him. Ah, Mr. Pod of the Wick, star of this whole shebang. Mm. Wearing matching hoodies. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Critter stream is best stream. I know. I know. Hello. Are you ready to go kill the world again? Are you ready, Mr. Pot of the Wick? He's ready. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Mm-hmm. I have a little bed down there for him, so in case he comes in, he might lay down there. I'm just waiting to see if anyone else might come by. How have you been, though, lately, Will? Same old of the same old. Well, last we left off, depending on which ending uh, you liked, we either sided with the god or we destroyed the god. So let's see. Now I'm going into this completely blind. I have no idea of anything else that's about to happen. So I'll be as surprised as you all. Okay. So, Shadows of Hong Kong, the bonus campaign. Set in the weeks following the events of the main campaign, Shadows of Hong Kong will give you and your team the opportunity to turn the tables on the corporate police force that once hunted you. Through layers of corporate greed and urban strife, you'll contend with dangerous enemies, uncover a deadly conspiracy, and cement your reputation as a prime runner. Assuming you survive, of course. Well then, let's launch it. And of course, hard. Um. Oh, choice info. Oh. Okay. Well, I think everything is pretty much the same. Yeah, the only difference is we killed everyone on our team. Yeah, can't spend Noonie being around. Either we killed everyone on our team or we tricked her and then saved everybody. So I don't know which run I want to do. Because on one hand, yeah, um, basically starting solo is kind of Pod Wick's way. Yeah, you can see. He is a solo doggo. But oh man, that would really suck though because it's just me. I think also Raptor and Gaichu were still there. Um, but Gobbet, yeah, definitely toasted. Duncan, who cares about him? But it was mainly Isabel, and her hacking skills. Like, am I gonna go on her hacker? I don't know. Second one is more in line with Pod, having everyone come with. I might do another playthrough. Um, oh gosh, yeah. Which one? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Roll a die. I think I'll go with this one, but I will probably just see what this is like, you know? By the way, I finally got everything downloaded as far as the extra live stream and stuff. Like, oh my gosh. It was kind of a pain because my editor kept crashing. Like, while I'm trying to snip it, like basically separate the streams into their separate parts. Just like, in my computer blue screen one time, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not the computer guy around here, so anyways, it took forever and a half, but anyways, so this is the choices that we're gonna stick with, I guess, on this playthrough. We successfully tricked Chenya or Shinya into admitting defeat, banishing her and saving Raymond. I chose to aid Gaichu in his fight against his old team, but did not let him choose Ishida into a ghoul. Prevented Gaichu's death at the hands of the Wimpoan elders and invited him to join your team. Invited Raktor to join your team of Shadowrunners. Spoken with Raktor at length and earned his trust to be part of the post-human society of psychopaths. Um, recovered Raktor's drone self-repair technology and he implemented it into Koshei. Koshei. Man, I'm going to start remembering all these names in a minute. After warning Cadmus and the others aboard the sinking ship, you scuttled it to destroy the Rat King. Did I do that? Yeah, did that. What did I do here? Still warned. I'm too nice, I guess. But oh yeah, there is a third ending where you defeat her, but Raymond sacrifices himself to banish her. I think I did that as part of the endings, maybe. I forget. Um, and then accompanied Isabel to DECCON 2056. I'm assuming if you went down the other characters' paths, like Gobbet and Duncan, but since I never really talked with them much, I didn't really do much with them. Thought there was something behind me. Ghosties. Uh, and anyway, so these are our choices. Trying to hold too much at once, probably. But I'm on a laptop. That's all I got. So, all right. Let's select the save and see what happens. Oh wait, did okay. Hold on. I think I skipped something. Hold on. Yeah. So this is why I probably shouldn't play things just completely blind. Okay. All right. Hold on. I guess not, but it just seemed like there was a something that I skipped and was missing accidentally, but oh well. Okay, let's get back to it. I apologize. Hey, Ender, how's it going? All right, so we'll do that. Go back here. Try this one more time without nukes. All right, not touch anything. Oh well, I guess we're just not seeing that. So, rude awakening. Something is wrong. Last thing you remember, it was the night of the Kowloon City riots. Oh, that's joyous. Um, Cooking rice because you don't have a rice cooker. Funnily enough, Tex just cooked some rice in his and looks quite tasty. Um, you and your team were running an errand for Kindly Chang, recovering an object before the inevitable police response turned the city upside down. Everything was going so well, and you had the item in hand, and then nothing. The world went black. A sudden explosion of pain behind your eyes jolts you back to the present. Nightmare succession of dream images flicker through your consciousness like a strobe light. A man with a pockmarked face, slim fingers playing over the surface of your brain, leaving a slug's trail of agony in their wake. A second figure whose face you couldn't see, digging with relish through the scraps of memory that your tormentor left behind. It was a rough night. And now, as your eyes snap open and adjust to the light, you find yourself in a reality that is little more comforting. A single bulb hangs from a corrugated steel roof. Dim light that it casts is barely enough to illuminate the table in front of you. Breath throbs in time with your heartbeat, and each pulse gives rise to a low, grinding, stomach churning discomfort. Heavy weights on your wrist tell you've been handcuffed. Oh, I have 10 strength. That's not going to be a problem if it comes down to it. Try to clear your head. You squeeze your eyes shut and count to 10. The pain in your head slowly dissipates, and your vision gradually swims back into focus. There's a rag on your lap, an old dishcloth matted with congealed blood. The dull ache that radiates from the bridge of your nose up and into your sinuses tells you where it came from. I can feel it right now. Ugh. Go for help. No, no, we don't do that ever. Well, can't really think about the past. Let's see what's going on right now. The room is dark, far too dark to make out its dimensions. I can kind of tell right there, though. Cheating! All that you can see with any clarity are your own lap and the table in front of you. Let's not relax. I think we need to stay on our A game. Focus. Squinting, you try to focus on the hazy objects in the distance. A searing jolt of pain is your reward. With the pain comes a dream image, branded into your memory with crystal clarity. The first of your tormentors, the man with the pockmarked face. For a few torturous seconds, the image swims through your head, wiggling like an eel. Then, as suddenly as it came, the pain dissipates, fading away until it's swallowed by the relentless ache that throbs between your temples. In the distance, you can hear the pop hiss of a pneumatic door unlatching and sliding open. An enormous figure steps into the room, and the door slides shut behind him. You can just barely make out the silhouette of the troll standing across the table from you. Your other senses work to fill in the blanks. He's got a heavy build. The floor creaks every time he shifts his weight. The rustle of fabric over hard, sharp keratin tells you that he's prominent dermal deposits. He's also wearing way too much cologne. From the chest up, the darkness swallows him. You can't see his face. The room remains silent as he busies himself arranging the objects on the table in front of him. A notepad, a mug of soy calf, an old ballpoint pen, and an audio recorder. Finally looks up from the objects and focuses on you. Good morning, Mr. Wick. Oh man, I just want to watch John Wick all over again. The words roll in his throat like rocks in a tumbler. How are you feeling today? Did you sleep well? Oh, I slept like a baby. This chair is cozier than it looks. Yeah, I'll bet. Glad to hear that you're keeping your spirits up. Sorry about the nosebleed, by the way. It's a common side effect of magical interrogation. Shouldn't cause you any more trouble. This is obviously the bot thing to do. I think that when we're finished here, I'll tie you to a chair and experiment on your brain. Sounds fair to me. Hey, how's it going, Eggtort? You were upset. I get that. But threatening me isn't going to help you. He lifts the mug out of the light and towards his lips. You hear a long, loud slurp as he sucks her steaming fluid down. For the record, the man who worked on you is best to be gentle. He's good at what he does. Uses a light touch. If you really scan my mind, then you should be pissing yourself right now. Oh? And why is that? Let's just leave mysteries up to be mysteries. If your people scan my brain, then you already know what I'm capable of. You don't want to be on my shit list, pal. I'm confident that I won't stay on your bad side for long. Believe it or not, it's in your interest to be here. By picking you up, we did you a favor. He sets the mug down on the table. Murky liquid sloshes over the rim. That's all discussion for another time, though. For now, let's focus on you and what our man pulled from that memory of yours. Think I'd rather talk about your magical interrogators and what's going to happen to them when I get out of this chair. Interrogators? Plural? I'm afraid you're mistaken. We only got through one. Your pal with the skin condition didn't mess up my nose. It was the other one, the second mage. Couldn't see a face. Must be a figment of your imagination. Happens sometimes. The brain invents details to try and make sense of what's happening to it. Give it a few days, and the confusion should fade away. You'll see. Somehow, I don't find your argument very convincing. We don't even have two mages on site, Slayne. There's no way that you got scanned twice. But hey, believe what you want. Don't let it distract you, though. We've got work to do. Now let's get to it, shall we? He shuffles his papers, flips open a notebook on the table with the tip of his pen. Run me through what happened last night. I've got a better idea. You listen these handcuffs, then go fuck yourself. Yeah, I figured you might say something like that. Look, you aren't going to keep anything gross by refusing to cooperate, Wick. We've already pulled all the facts from your brain. They're just disorganized, jumbled up a bit. You cooperate with us, tell us the story as you remember it, and you can spare us a lot of busy work piecing that intel back together. Classic Slayne, oh yeah. Alternatively, you can keep your lips sealed. You could choose to do that. But then we'd have to probe your mind again, and more thoroughly this time. Nobody here wants that. Not me, not the mage, and certainly not you. Now, if you please, tell me what happened last night. Just start at the beginning and take me through it until the moment that we picked you up. Uh, well, actually, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, he's kind of a team player. This guy is a team player. Other Slayne, no. It's like, what team? I killed everyone. Not until I know what happened to the rest of my team. We've got them. They're fine. You can see them after you told us what we want to know. I'll help you if you give me the name of the mage with the pockmarked face. Fair's fair, right? The guy's name is Wallace Coon, but like I've said, I've never met him in person. I only bring him on site when there's astral work that needs doing. If you're thinking of getting payback, you shouldn't get your hopes up. Now let's begin, shall we? Click. We already know that your team went to combat Pangs, the biker bar, that your boss, Kindly Shang, sent you there to conduct a shakedown of some kind. Shakedown's such an ugly word. We engaged in spirited negotiation. That's all. Oh, I need to remember that. Shakedown? No, we're just having a spirited negotiation with guns and swords and magic. Yeah, sure you did. There's one thing that Eddie Pang is known for, it's his good natured willingness to compromise. He glances at the notebook on the table. It says here that the object you've stolen was a Neolithic artifact, a Jade Kong from the Liangzhu period. Dated back to 3000 BC or thereabouts. That's right. Pang stole it because he thought it was magical. Turns out it was just old. Our mage confirmed as much. Oh, we've got your boss's gong locked up for safekeeping, by the way. It's in good hands with us. Now we know you didn't go to Pangs alone. One at a time, could you please list the other members of your team? Seriously, how can you not know that already? Just answer the question, please, for our records. It's like kind of like, oh, who did you want to bring? Let's change the past. Isabel, never know when you'll need a decker. Dwarf girl, quiet little thing. Okay, who else? Bractor is there watching my back. The Rigger. Creepy son of a bitch. Alright, got it. Who was the last member of your team? Eh, Gaichu. Ghoul. You know, I can't understand why anyone would willingly associate with a corpse eater. I guess it doesn't bother you, though. Alright, so Chang sent the group of you to combat Pangs to cover a very old rock. She sent you on the eve of one of the bloodiest riots in Kowloon City's history. Funny timing, don't you think? Mm, yeah, maybe. Connie Ching has a flair for the dramatic, but for the most part, the riot worked to our favor. Flashback! The distant sounds of urban chaos rang in your ears as you led your team through a series of constricted back alleys. It was hot out, sweltering, and the humidity left your body drenched. Bad night for a riot, but made for good cover. You've been making good time since you left Hoy, and cop at Pang's was only a few blocks away. I can smell our destination already. The tastes of blood and motor oil on the wind. And in the distance, I hear sounds of crunching bone and Rev V twin engines, even a cacophony of the riots. Gaichu nods at you, his gray flesh tinted yellow by the glow of the streetlights. We are getting close. We should go into this run prepared for violence. Eddie Pang has a bad reputation. He tends to let his knife do the talking. I'm rather looking forward to showing him the true meaning of violence. Koshie can be an excellent teacher. Golly, what movie was that? It's like, just let this be a teaching moment. This is gonna be a milk run. Frankly, I'm a little insulted that Cheng's wasting our time with it. Oh, I don't know. Thus far, I found the outing rather pleasant. We should get on with it, though. The riots make for excellent cover, but they won't last forever. Best that we finish before they burn themselves out or the police arrive to put them down. The alleyway stretched out ahead of you, its claustrophobic confines seeming to converge together in the distance. Your team began to move. All right. Two figures in dirty riding leather stood facing the shop window. Patches sewn onto the backs of their jackets called them out as members of the Black Sun Boys, a small-time outfit, one of a dozen in the neighborhood that all operated under the supervision of Eddie Combat Pang. The window was unbroken, but not from their lack of trying. You'd see a half a dozen indentations in the transplast, and as many spent shell casings on the ground. Troll was working on an access panel, trying to brute force his way through the shop's security system. His human companion rocked on his heels, practically salivating over whatever was locked inside. This must be the last intact storefront on this block. Quite a prize for the looter with ambition. Of course, if the owner of the shop has gone to the expense of installing transplast windows, there are probably other security precautions in place. A private security contract, for example. These two trip a building alarm that could bring a security team right to the spot. Riots or no riots. That's a distinct possibility, yes. They look like they've been out here for a while. They might be able to tell us about the police presence up ahead if you can get them to talk to us. Otherwise, I suggest just leaving them be. Either way, it's your call, my friend. I will abide by whatever you choose. Let's go up to him. The human ganger turned on his heels, spinning to face you. An exaggerated, frenetic motion. He was probably riding a cram high. He snarled at you through a mouthful of crooked teeth. Hey, strangers, this is our alley. Black Sun Boys Turf, not a place for tourists. You scoot your narrow asses back off this block and out of our sight, or I'll make you sorry you were ever born. Shut up and do what I tell you, or I'm going to fold you in half. Human wind as white as a sheet, blood draining from his cheeks. We're not afraid of you. I mean, why do you even care if we rob the store, man? What are you even doing here? You're not very bright, aren't you? I told you to shut your mouth. His eyes went wide, and he's raised his hands in surrender. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't want any trouble with you. There was not a word I'd use to describe Slayne. Yeah, he takes up the alleyway. Just tell us how to make this right, okay? Just tell me what I can do. Yeah, I don't want them to trigger any other security teams. I don't care about the cops. We'll blow through whatever's in our way. Walk away and don't come back. Get on, move. His face went hard, his youthful expression wiped away by a wave of pure contempt. But he didn't have the guts to challenge you. He turned to the troll at the panel and snarled out a few words, and two stalked off down the alleyway. Oh, Egg Tort, look, if you can go to my channel, I did a Shadowrun Let's Play over the past few months. I paused for a while, But this is the continuation of kind of what happened after we did some things. Yeah, there's about, I think, 10 or so videos. I think they're pretty fun, but I might be a little biased. Oh, could we have broken in there, by the way? Because we have a hacker. By the way, Isabel, you're being super quiet. Like, abnormally quiet. Like, is Ractor the only one talking right now? Nope. We got bodies. The bodies have been reduced to a bloody ruin. Their mouths were frozen open in expressions of silent terror. Your team gathered to examine the remains. These people were shot in the back. I don't see any weapons on them either. Somebody gunned them down while they were trying to run away. Yeah, well, tough break. They should have kept indoors. Yeah, looks that way. Let's keep moving. Anything down? Oh, just the fog of war down that way. Okay. Oh, we got some ley lines. I bet there's a fight coming up. Yep. Stay where you are. Oh, hello, friends. Oh, hello, friends. The HKBF patrol stared you down, their weapons held at the ready. In the center of the pack, a man in heavy tactical armor loomed over the others. The plates of his armor were emblazoned with the regalia of Hong Kong's elite special duties unit. One of the cops cupped his hands to his mouth and barked out a command. You! Hey, you! Stop moving and put your hands in the air! Tough words, but, he sounded nervous. Hey, Kiki, how's it going? Look, guys, I don't know if you got the memo, but the APB on me went away already. We're good now. We're the good guys. The cop blinked confusedly, then half turned to the SDU officer at his side. APB? I don't know anything about any... The SDU officer cut in. His speech was slow and languid. He sounded vaguely bored. Save your breath, Constable. Look at this man's clothes, his gear. These people are armed criminals and they're breaking curfew. You have your orders. Oh, we'll be generous. I promise you, you don't want to do this. The big man growled into his throat mic, his amplified voice reverberating through the claustrophobic confines of the alleyway. Open fire! Oh well, let's do combat. I am doing okay. I am currently playing Shadowrun, as you can see. The main character is named Pod Wick, which is named after the pupper dog. He's sleeping right now. He was really being a gooberhead earlier. Whenever I go out to get him ready for walks and stuff, he starts nipping at my heels, like literally nipping, like. But yeah. So, anyways, I figured, hey, I'm gonna make a character, Troll Swordmage. Part of the Wick is kind of a troll, so. Anyways, so here is combat. It's been forever since I've done this. Very adorable. If you are ever free and need a doggo who loves humans but hates dogs, you are welcome to come by. So let's... Oh man. Okay, so I know there was a thing I would do. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, Life Siphon. What was it? Strip Armor. Yes. Oh gosh. These guys do not stand a freaking chance. Okay, and then... Life Siphon. Oh, well, that's a little bit worse for wear. I will take that, and then... It's kind of funny that the mage is the one I can hit easiest. But let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll go ahead and light him up. Alright. Gaichu, let's see, not Overwatch. You have your active defense, and then just run out there and get ready to do some slicing and dicing. So Gaichu is our ghoul samurai that we recruited in the first game. Raktor, he sucks. All we care about is Killer Koshei. And yeah, all he does is buff Koshei, and yeah, that is literally all he does. Alright. Let's power him up. So Koshei has normally, so that's the number of action points you get in a turn, you know, to do things. Most people get 3 because we're super leveled up and stuff like that. So getting 6 is just straight up dumb because he is about to myrtilate everything. Let's just go all the way up here. All right, and then we have our laser mount that we installed. And let's see how the mage likes laser mounts. Oh, didn't like that, huh? What a shame. Let's see, we got headshot. Let's try on this guy. And then we'll do one more range thing. Yeah, so basically, he's just... I don't know how else to say it other than he is just the bong diggity. Oh wait, can I fire? Yeah, grenade launcher maybe? Or let's try to just deadeye him. Ah, missed him. Oh well. He has 1 hit point. What's the worst he can do? Miss a shot? Oh, okay, that was some heavy... Oh, okay, these guys got some damage. Let's heal you up. That was nonsense. And actually, before I go further, you have your special ability to mark targets and make them easier to hit. So let's go with the captain, and we'll just nuke him down. Ah, suck. Okay, well then, let's see. Well, let's just use some grenade launcher action then. No one's around him, so yeah, let's do it. Oof. I didn't realize the blast radius was that big. Sorry, Gaichu! Sorry! Let's see. We'll just try this then. Got him bleeding at least. Okay. Let's pump up Gaichu. Let's fireball. Nope. Let's strip more armor. Yeah, let's just do that to him. And then I'll fireball that guy. Good job. Alright, well, one of his special things about Gaichu is he has several stances. There's like a stance that's like all offensive, there's a stance that's all defensive, and then a neutral stance. I just always put him into his most defensive stance because he will just myrtilate as long as he can hit. There you go. Oh my gosh. That was embarrassing. Okay, so let's move Raktor up here. Oh yeah, he only gets 2 action points because he's controlling Gooberhead here. Alright, let's try to take down the captain. That's a 1. That's dead. That's another one. Yeah, so Kochi just kills pretty much everything. Like, Kochi, can you... Well, actually, first, Isabel, can you mark this guy? There you go. Let's try to fire on him, too. And then... Yeah, we'll just see about this. Good shots. Alright, let's see... Gaichu, just go over there and end him. Yep. Oh, I forgot. Since I'm a magic user, if I stand on the ley lines, I get more magical power. Oh, well. Damage release comlink. Without warning, the cracked and bloody comlink that you pulled off the body of the SU officer crackled to life because we're in flashback mode. A second later, a cold voice poured through the device's speaker. Constables, this is Crate. It's her. The cop on all the newscasts when the APB on you went live. Nightjar is dead because of her. In the very beginning of the first game, basically we got framed because, of course, and yeah, that lady set us up. I kind of forgot about her. Thank you, Isabel, for the recap. I want all units to move into position and sound off. You will then hold action until I say otherwise. We will put this riot down and restore the city to order. This riot is a response to police brutality in Kowloon City, Slayne. Something tells me that Crate's plan to restore order isn't going to be gentle. We don't want to be out here when that call comes in. I'm not concerned. If they're stupid enough to attack us, we'll do to them what we did to the owner of this comlink. Yeah, sure, we could probably handle them, but we're getting paid to fetch a rock, not gun down cops. I mean, it's your call, but Peng's bar is right around the corner. I suggest we just beeline it there. Alright, got it. But is there any loot? I just want to know if there's loot. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh gosh, yeah, Super Brute. I don't know why I suck at casting spells so much with spell casting at 10 and 9 and stuff, but oh well. Or is it ranged combat? Is it based off ranged combat? I hope not. I think I'm gonna spend my time doing this more on the sword bit versus the ranged bit. Let's see. Yeah, he has a couple of bonuses and stuff like that. Oh gosh, I love that armor. Yep, he's too cool. Alright, let's go ahead and use this, though. Can I use it? Oh, I can't use these? Fine, whatever. Let's see. This block was harder hit by the riots than others you've been through. The air had been churned into a noxious slurry of soot, ash, and tear gas. His stomach turning beyond foul. Through the haze, you could see a patrol squad of HKPF constables facing off against a man and a woman in shabby winter coats. The man was doubled over coughing, clutching a loaf of bread in one hand and a cheap pocket knife in the other. The woman was holding a small crowbar, frozen like a deer in the headlights. Both were clearly terrified. Half a dozen laser dots played over their bodies, protected from the sights of the constable's weapons. Drop your weapons! Get on your knees! Do it now! The knife hit the ground, clattering to rust on the asphalt. Please, our house burned down in the riots. We just needed water and food. We aren't looters. We just needed to eat. Proctor leaned in to whisper into your ear. I don't believe that they can see us through the smoke. But if we get too close, we'll be in the same boat as these poor fools. Best to leave them to their fate and slip around the police. Give them a wide berth and get on with our evening. This U.S. sergeant's voice boomed out over the integrated speakers in his tactical armor. On your knees. This is your last warning. No, this is your last warning. Let's go. Constables wheeled at the sound of your voice, but you were faster than they were. You caught them flat-footed. All right, let's do some spell siphoning. Thank you. I should have stripped the armor first, but oh well. Let's take out the mage first, like all smart folks do. Let's see. Why can I not see? Okay, whatever. That's fine. Why is it not letting me do that? Okay, there we go. All right, let's get, you know, obviously, no! Oh well, that's fine. Koshie doesn't need upgrades. Koshie just kills. Alright, laser mounted up. Mage, you first. Okay. Let's say next up is Gaichu. Active defense. And then, can you reach him? Yeah, you can. Do it. Good job. Alright, and then Koshie equals best murder bot. Yeah, I do love him. Okay, so let's do that. Mark. Ooh, Conjure, I did not see him. Well, grenade. Holy moly. What the heck? Did that guy just catch my grenade? I think that guy just caught my grenade. Oh my god. Well, all the more reason to start going into sword. Oh my god. Okay, that was not the plan. Let's heal him up. Then we'll strip the Conjurer's armor next. And then Fireball, I think. That should do it. Well, I'll take it. Okay, so let's... get him pumped up. Before you do anything, let's have you mark him. And, yeah, let's not use the grenade launcher if they can catch our frickin' guns, or shots, dear mother of lords. Alright, let's go ahead and take him out. Excuse me 1 second. Flickering. I was like, what? He did catch the grenade? Oh my god. Well, alright, I guess. Which guy was it? It was the Grenadier. God dang. Alright, well, anyways. I don't need to aim at him. Get wrecked. 2 Grenadiers and the captain. Let's aim at, I guess, this guy right here. Yep. I mean, I'll keep doing this until you're dead. Almost dead, anyways. Are you really trying to attack the Koshei? Oh, you pitiful fool. Alright, and I think we can kill him. Yeah, we did. Alright. Okay. Let's... How about you go and this guy, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, whoops. Supposed to be in... let's see. You're not even hurt, are you, buddy? Let's just aim at that guy. Before you do that, let's actually take down Grenadier folk. That's fine. Dang. Let's see. Oh. Laser shot. You take that. What? Don't miss. Ugh. That was embarrassing. Oof. Ow. Holy moly. Okay, let's get Gaichu healed, and buddy, you have made a big mistake. Oh my gosh, that armor. And let's try to take him down now. Good job. Good job. Oh my goodness. It's so good. Let's see. Now just keep on powering up Koshei. There's no reason for you to dirty your hands, Rector. And kerplunk. And kerplunk. And that is how we do it, my friends. What's in here? Yeah, I'll just take it to the stash. Let's see. Will the people that we help do anything for us? Yes, they will. Hopefully some karma. Civilians blink up at you, their faces ashen. Man still hugs his stolen loaf of bread. In his terror, he crushed it into an hourglass shape. We're alive. Oh, thank God, we're still alive. We've seen police do brutal things here before, but nothing like this. They're going to kill us. Kill us over 3 Nuyens worth of bread. Listen to me. The cops are locking this entire area down. We need to get out of here and off the street. You don't have to tell us twice. Come on, love. Let's find a place until this blows over. Find a place to hide until this blows over. Okay, well, I guess it's just... No, you know what? Sometimes you don't do everything for the karma. Sometimes you just do it because you gotta do it. Oh my gosh. So many people. It was really good bread and there wasn't enough to share, yeah. Crate again. All teams, ready your weapons and prepare for my mark. Do not, I repeat, do not move before you are instructed to. Anyone who fails to obey this command will answer to me. Await my instructions. Crate out. Sure. Okay, well, hello, resident. A group of middle-aged people in shabby clothing were gathered in the street, huddled together and clutching their possessions. They were wide-eyed, staring, some obviously in shock. Riots had taken their toll. Man with a patchy beard, the leader of the group by the looks of things, leaned forward, his eyes shifting from one member of the congregation to the next. His voice was low and urgent, his tone serious. Look, we can't stay here. Let's gather whatever we can carry, go to the barricades at the edge of town and show the cops our IDs. Once we can prove that we live here and, that we're unarmed, they'll let us through. That's the plan. Hmm. If you want to run, go the way that I came, towards Hoy. You'll be safe there. Hoy? That place is owned by criminals. We look like a bunch of killers to you? No, man. We need to go to the Central District, or Victoria Harbor, maybe. Someplace Corp-controlled. There's no riots there, no dangerous people. We'll be safe. You honestly think that the cops at the barricades will let you through to the rich part of the island? It's worth a shot. Better than hanging around here and waiting to get robbed or shot or kicked to death. I don't like the HKBF any more than anybody else, but I'll take my chances with them over the rioters any day. You can't trust the police. If you go to them, you're going to regret it. They're cops. I like our odds better with them than I do with the people out here on the streets. Turned his head towards the others. If you need anything from your homes, clothes, heirlooms, valuables, go get them and be quick about it. We'll meet back up here in 10 minutes and we're headed for the barricade. We're getting out of this death trap. Alright, well, they're dead. Combat pangs. Here we go. Let's do some spirited negotiations. The lanky man in a skin-tight vest leered at you as you enter the bar. You look like a low-level go-ganger, dressed in Black Sun Boys colors. Hey, BSB! No, it's... Wait. What's that? B2S? I don't know. The name of that new band stuff. Gestures and social commentary. Yeah, funnily enough, this game came out like 5 years ago. Yeah, still relevant. He stepped out in front of you to block your progress. Bar's closed on orders of the boss. Pointed at the door you walked in through. Step on out of here. Now. You have no idea who you're talking to, do you? No, and I don't care. Here you get nothing unless Combat Pang says different. His hand lowered to the knife at his belt. No, I'm gonna give you a choice. Get moving or start bleeding. I don't need to spread that story around. At least not with this persona. Nice knife. Raptor. Hey, how's it going, y'all? Yeah, just doing some Shadowrun, the bonus campaign. We have the first part of the first campaign up on YouTube. You can go and watch those to get caught up. But yeah, so let's see. Nice knife. Raptor, how much damage do you think you do to Koshe with that thing? Burger's lips parted into a thin smile. None at all, my friend. Raptor's murderous drone scuttled forward with alarming speed, its chassis all hard edges and gleaming metal. It reared back, swaying its killing legs wide. Teacher. None at all. Big Anger's eyes went comically wide, and the bravado he'd been displaying a moment ago evaporated. He started backing away, his hands raised in surrender, his lip trembling. Hey, I don't wanna, boss? Low voice growled out from behind the bar. Fuck me sideways, Jimmy. Have I got to do everything myself around here? What do I even keep you around for? Eddie Combat Pang, the owner of Combat Pangs and the ringleader of half a dozen Kowloon City Go gangs, the Black Sun Boys included. He leered at you through a mouthful of gold-capped teeth. Pang was a living stereotype, the surly dwarf in the flesh. 10 tons of Napoleon complex in a 70-kilo body. Alright, you won't listen to my boy, maybe you'll listen to me. We are closed. If you want to keep all your fucking teeth, you'll turn around and go the way you came. I'm afraid you are quite mistaken. We aren't customers. Crochet scuttled forward, the sharpened tips of its legs clicking against the hardwood. We're here on business. He wrapped his fingers against the bar. An innocuous gesture, but it set alarm bells ringing in your head. All around you, gangers started shifting into ready positions, their smiles growing ugly, hands creeping towards holsters. From somewhere in the back of the room, you heard an ominous sound, heavy footsteps, and the scrape of something metal against the floorboards. Hang's glittered smile widened. Yeah, what kind of business are we talking about? Here, tell those goons of yours stand down or we're gonna have a problem. Oh, is that so? You're standing in my home right now. See all these people around you? They're my friends. And they don't take kindly to strangers who come in here trying to throw their weight around. I'm in no mood to spar with you, Pang. Hand the rock over, I'll cave in your damn skull. Bartender fumbled for something under the bar. A second later, there was a sword in his hands, and the entire room was reaching for their pieces. Pang roared out something unintelligible, and bullets started flying. See, this is just spirited negotiation. That's what we're doing, just spirited negotiations. Holy moly, that's a big gun. Okay, well, first off, I guess we'll just work our way towards them. Ganger Adept, Ganger Mage, Eddie, okay, and then got another, yeah, so the Adept and the Mage I'm more afraid of right now. So let's go for the Mage first, and then we'll do some Fireball. Can I do both of them here? Yeah, I can. Sweetness. Alright. Then, before we get him going, let's do... Alright, let's mark Mage. It's just not working. Alright, let's see if you can catch a grenade, Mage. Didn't think so. Alright. Then let's see what Crochet can do. I mean, Ractor, of course. Ractor, yeah. Ractor matters. Alright, 6 action points. Let's see again what Crochet can do. So, let's just do... Whoop. Oh, still alive? Didn't think so. Next up is this Adept right here. Lasered. Can we do a crit shot? Nah. I knew that was a risk. Alright, so let's just see how much more damage we can do. Alright, well... Ooh, still alive. Okay, you are gonna go way up. Yeah. Actually, sorry. Let's get the Heaven Stance rocking. Alright, and then... Yeah. You and your grenades. Holy moly. Yikes. Okay, well that can be annoying. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's not good. Alright, let's see who's next. Alright, well... time to focus on Sunny. Let's see. Actually, first, can we mark Sunny? No, golly. Let's reload and then fire ahead. Boom. Well, let's see how he does against Sunny first. Alright. Alright. I mean, that's some good damage. Let's see. Let's spread up. Or spread out, rather. Spread up. Alright. What can you do against... Oh, nice. Good job. Pang's jaw dropped as the troll's lifeless body hit the ground. The glowing barrels of her minigun ground to a halt. You killed her! You son of a bitch! I'm gonna paint the bar blood! Bar with your blood! Blah! It's over, Pang. Give up. Give me the rock, and maybe I'll let the rest of you walk away. Sound that came out of Eddie Pang was closer to a bellow than a word. It is beyond sense, beyond reason. His men flung themselves back into the fray, and the fight continued. Oh well, that's fine. Koshei will continue what he does best. Which is the killing. And, let's see. I'll try to suck your blood. Nope, that's fine. Wounded 12, wounded 8. I'll use this on myself. And then let's go kill some people, hopefully. Yeah, you can't really do much, can you? Ooh, that was some decent damage. Ooh. Oh, wow. You punks. Did you make me waste? Grr. Grr. Okay, well, before we go into that, let's see, who can you reach? You reach him? Let's just go after him. 1, 2, 3. Gaichu's almost as good a killer as Koshei there. Alright, let's see. Are you hurt? Oh, you are hurt by 2 damage. Let's top you off there. And then just get you powered up. Okay. Let's see. And then... Ugh, missed again. I do not like missing. Well, Koshi will finish the job. So, Mr. Ganger, you are the last one left. I mean, feel free to do your best, I guess. And let's just do that. Flamethrower? We'll try it. Golly, Slayne. Slayne, buddy. Gaichu, show him what to do. There we go. The Jade Kong. Anything else around here? I don't think so. Okay. Alright, let's take the MTR back home. Well, we've got Kindly's rock. All we've got to do now is get it back home. This was a total meltdown. Didn't even break the sweat. Something metallic hit the ground at your feet, cutting you short. Cancer of some kind. You didn't hear where it came from. By the time you could... Oh my god! Okay, well that was maybe... Yeah, you probably needed at least 5 or 6 of those coming in. By the time that you could process what had happened, it was too late. The Beelitude erupted, spraying out a hissing stream of concentrated vapor. In the distance, you could see a group of figures wearing gas masks. Not riot control cops and not SDU, but official looking, wearing red uniforms. They were already moving in, beelining in your direction. Hold your breath. You sealed your lips shut, but the vapor crawled up your nostrils anyway. It was sharp, with a chemical tang that you could taste in the back of your throat. It made your eyes burn and filled your mouth with saliva. You stumbled forward, struggling to right yourself. It was a lost cause. The world went back. You sons of bitches, the only way to take me out. The impound lot. Your words ring metallically off the confinement room's walls. You've been talking for so long, recounting all the tedious details of your run, that your voice hums in your ears after you finish speaking. A single flickering bulb above your head sways in an invisible breeze. Beyond the light's reach, your interrogator stands shrouded in shadow. You can't see his eyes, but you can feel him quietly observing you from the safety of his corner. His silence opens up the floodgate to your thoughts, and the questions come pouring in. Were you brought here alone, with others? Most of all, what do your captors want from you? You finished your story. There's nothing left to tell. It's his turn to talk. Troll lifts his audio recorder from the table and clicks it off. He stands in silence for a moment, looming over you, sizing you up. Only because I'm sitting down. I think I'd loom over you otherwise. Then he purses his lips and nods. And that's when we picked you up. Well, story ended with me getting knocked unconscious. What do you think? You know, as a rule, I don't like smartasses, but you make a fair point. All right. Thank you for recapping all that for me, Mr. Wick. Your testimony was extremely helpful. Didn't have much of a choice, did I suppose not, but I'm going to make it up to you. I mean, it's only fair that you learned something in return. We recovered this at the scene. Take a look and see what we saved you and your team from. He sets the PDA down on the desk, activates it with the tip of his pen, and slides it towards you. Just watch. Don't touch. You don't want your fingerprints on this thing. The feed is shaky. Whoever owned this device must have been panicked, out of breath. You can see people, swarms of people, including the locals that you spoke to on the street. All are carrying burdens of some kind or another. Laptop here, knapsack there, backpacks bulging with shrink wrap food and bottled water. None of the locals appear to be armed. The camera reels around and you can see a firing line of police. The man with the patchy beard is pleading with them, begging to be let through. He says that he isn't a rioter, that none of the people here are. The constable, faceless behind his mask, says nothing. The camera focuses in on a figure behind police lines. Her features are instantly familiar. Chief Inspector Crate. She looks straight into the camera. Then she reaches her hand to an ear and speaks into her comlink. Her voice is loud and clear enough that you can hear it over the PDA's tinny speakers. All teams, you know your orders. Open fire. Put them down. An explosion of gunfire fills your ears. The camera spins crazily, and you catch a panoramic view of bodies bursting like water balloons. Faces that you recognize from your trip to Combat Pang scream for help and are silenced. The second volley of gunfire catches the owner of the PDA. You hear him shriek, watch the camera spin dizzyingly. You hear a sickening crack, and the video feed flickers and dies. PDA goes silent. Without a word, your interrogator lifts it from the table and returns it to its evidence bag. You think any of this comes as a surprise? The SU has a reputation. Yes, they do. And under Crate, they've earned it. Officially, the Special Duties Unit. I should say Special Distance Unit. Anyways, suppress the riots just like they were supposed to. That's the story that all the news outlets are running with. Unofficially, it was a massacre, and if we hadn't pulled you out of there, you'd been gunned down with the rest. You must need me for something. If you didn't, you would have let Crate and her men take me down. Solid reasoning. Let's just say that people at the top have had their eyes on you for a while now. You'll get all the answers you need soon enough. Troll stretches, slips his pen into his breast pocket, and flips his notepads shut. Then he taps a series of keystrokes into his PDA, and the cuffs around your wrists go slack. Lights in the room come up, and for the first time you can see his face, and the badge on his hip. HKPF, standard issue. A laminated card clipped to his breast pocket states his name. Inspector David Yang. I don't remember that, but... Okay, I think we're done here. If you're playing mind games with me, I'm gonna make you regret it. No tricks, no games. You aren't under arrest. You and your team are here as guests of the HKPF, and you're going to remain that way until we tell you differently. In that case, am I free to go? Out of this room? Sure, as soon as we unlock the door. Leaving the compound is a different story. Hugh and Lamb are going to want a word with you, and you aren't going anywhere until you've spoken with them. Hugh and Lamb? Who are they? You will find out. Am I being detained? No one detains me. The door looks solid. You can't see any visible doorknob or latching mechanism from where you're standing. Most likely it's barred from the other side. Examine it more closely. The door is made of heavy steel. Appears to be mounted to a set of tracks at the top and bottom of the door frame. Designed to slide rather than swing open. When closed, it sits flush with the wall. Your best guess is that the room you're in was built in one piece, and the door was later cut from it. Well, I'm not going to be dumb. You calm yourself and settle back to wait for the door to open. An interminable amount of time later, you hear the sound of muffled voices, followed by a dull thunk. Scrape of metal dragged over metal fills your ears. The door pops open, but only a crack. A sliver of daylight streams through from the other side. The sun stabs your eyes as you step from the interrogation room into the noonday sun. Leaning against the glare, the world gradually swims into focus. Your face greets you. Pod, you're out! Thank God! They had you locked away in there since we got here. True story. We only knew where you were because we could hear you screaming last night. She says towards you, an expression of concern on her face. You okay, Seattle? They didn't hurt you too bad, did they? They got you too. Great. There goes my chance at a rescue. Yeah, sorry to have inconvenienced you. He begins to pace, stalking up and down the length of the fence that encloses you. I don't get this. What are our captors playing at, and why didn't they interrogate us too? Doesn't make any sense for them to question you for hours while we're all sitting out here. None of this makes any goddamn sense. Makes his hands into fists. Hear the sound of his knuckles popping. Our captors are dressed like cops, but this sure shit isn't central booking. It's a damn impound lot. Gassing you like that isn't any kind of police procedure I ever learned. What do you know? Gang's all here. Yeah, we're all locked in this stupid box together, regardless of our participation in Kenny Chang's errand. It's kind of a long story, but that's where we're at. You know what else doesn't make sense? The cops coming after us at all. I mean, the APB on us was lifted, right? That's what Ani Chang said when we got out of the walled city. It was lifted. The APB that Josephine Sang had put on us came with a kill or capture order attached to it, and they weren't paying much attention to the capture part. If the APB hadn't been lifted, we wouldn't be having this conversation. We'd all be dead, just like Nightjar and Carter. Duncan's mouth stiffens, but he holds his tongue. We should be dead now, or in a secure facility somewhere. Instead, we're sitting in an impound lot. And not just us either. She gestures into the distance. At the edge of the impound lot, tethered to the docks, the rustling hulk of the Revenge rises above its surroundings. Heavy chains snake up from secure moorings on the docks with heavy maglocks that clamp down on the vessel's hull. She isn't going anywhere. Oh, home sweet home. Hello, baby. They didn't just arrest you people who were actually on the Shadowrun, or actually on the Shadowrun. They arrested our damn boat and took everyone on board along for the ride. Bastards didn't even give me a warning. They just hooked up the Revenge up to a tug, cut away her moorings, and hauled us away from the harbor. Can you shed any more light on this at all, Seattle? I mean, did whoever you talked to in there let anything else slip or anything? Interrogator said that we were here as guests of the HKPF, whatever that means. Guests, huh? Yeah, sure. Back when I was with Lone Star, people would disappear sometimes. Get dragged off to black sites, thrown in cages like these. They didn't always come back out of them. How reassuring. Gaichu suddenly leans towards the cell door, his head cocked. An eyebrow raises. He lifts a gnarled hand, gesturing for the team to halt. Do you hear that? Footsteps. Someone is coming. He lowers himself into a ready stance. Prepare yourselves. We are about to have company. The uniformed constable wearing the sergeant's insignia passes through the set of double gates and into your holding pen. Ah, dang it. Sorry. Slayne, step forward, please. Sure. She nods, raises her PDA, and begins to type in a series of commands. Thank you for your cooperation. Senior Inspectors Lamb and Q want a word with you. I think I'd like a word with them too. She nods, raises her PDA, and begins to type in a series of commands. That's the right attitude. Very good. In a moment, I'm going to let you out of this cage. When I do that, I want you to make your way to the command trailer near the edge of the docks. Don't try anything stupid. You're being watched. I served time in a corporate prison. I know what not to do. I hope so for your sake. She punches the final button on her PDA, and the massive gates to the pen that holds you begin to rumble open. Go on, start walking. You don't want to leave the senior inspectors waiting. Well? Huh. I am definitely intrigued. I know this is kind of an odd place to stop, but I'm actually been awake since 6-ish, and I just started. I need my second wave, and unfortunately, I don't have any caffeine here, so I'm gonna stop the stream here. But I'm gonna make this a Monday, Wednesday, probably Friday thing, and just start streaming at 7 until as long as I can go. Hopefully, a little bit longer next time. Again, I just I need that caffeine boost, so I'll be probably picking up some drinks tomorrow and stuff like that. But I am definitely liking where this is going so far. I wonder if there's going to be like a war between the cops. That would be amazing. Also, it's kind of funny how we ended up here. Like, yeah, they just dragged the boat here. It's like, well, I guess we still have our home base at least. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you all for joining us. And by us, I mean me and Sir Pod of the Wick. Pod of the Wick, do you want to say anything to your audience, to your fans? Work Val? Okay, well, he's tired. I bet if I started getting up and stuff like that, he'd start moving and stuff. Anyways, thank you again. Take care. I hope you have a good rest of the day. And let me save here. I should say evening instead of day. Yeah, we'll save there. But I wonder what would have happened if it was just the other run. I might try that out later. Might add that as a separate YouTube thing. We'll see. All right. Everyone take care. Hope you have a good night. Bye-bye.